Welcome to Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I'm a board-certified music therapist, author, and expert on how to use music to relieve stress fast. This episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold is sponsored by Dr. Nisi, trainer and certifier of master and executive coaches, because she believes every person, every relationship, every business, and your finances should be extraordinary. Find out more about Dr. Nisi Moore and the Life Coaching Institute at www.drnisi.com. That's DRNEECIE.com. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. It's so great to be with you, and I'm so glad you're here. I've been telling you about my treatment for depression that's included ketamine therapy in the past episodes. And one theme that's arisen is that one of the things I've also suffered from along the way in my journey is what I call spiritual atrophy. Now, many years ago, I was a deeply spiritual dude, and I was committed to exploring and elevating my conscious connection to the spiritual world. And then I went back to school, and I kind of slipped into the Western medical model of kind of mechanical and quantitative and Newtonian physics. And despite my faith in that other world, I felt like my professional world kind of dictated that I don't speak of my spiritual side if I want to be taken seriously by the medical establishment. To be an advocate for music therapy, I feel like I really had to talk about the science and not the spirit, so people would take music seriously as a evidence-based tool for therapy. During my ketamine sessions, I've reconnected with my spiritual self deeply, and it's felt like the most just wonderful reunion. With it, I got to tell you, most all of my depression has evaporated. So today's track, it's an adaptation of a hymn that I wrote way back during those spiritual days of my 20s. Its original title was His Love is Everlasting, but I changed the title to Everlasting Love to kind of better match my current relationship with my spirituality, which really doesn't include a male paternal figure, but more like an ever-present, all-encompassing energy that is conscious, which the entire physical universe is an expression of, at a level that we simply can't comprehend in the way a single muscle cell in my leg may not be comprehending that I'm saying this right now. And it feels clear to me, that no matter what, for eternity, there is one unifying energy that I will never be turned away from, and that is love. At the source of it all, just waiting for me in all moments to sink into it, is love. Having said that, I do need to set up the arrangement of this piece a little. It was originally on a lullaby for my classical guitar, but my steel string guitar really wanted to get involved with the piece and take a stab at it and timify it, which you've heard me do before. That's when I take one theme and then I kind of change it up a little bit and transform it into something more upbeat. So sit back and then sit up, relax, enjoy my joyous exploration through everlasting love, and I'll see you on the other side. Thanks so much for checking out this episode of Reduce Your Stress with Tim Ringgold. I've got a couple of resources for you, which you can find in the show notes or you can listen to right here. So check it out. If you enjoy the sound of my voice and you enjoy the sound of my guitar, imagine them put together. Go to sonicrecovery.com and take your very own relaxation vacation, where I take you out of the stress of the present moment and back in time to a time when you felt happy, healthy, safe, and sober, and then walk you through that memory so you can bring back those feelings into the challenges you're facing today. So go check that out. It's at sonicrecovery.com. If you're a healthcare worker in recovery, check out the Music in Recovery Self-Care Guide for healthcare professionals that I created just for you. That's at hcp.sonicrecovery.com. And if you're a healthcare worker and you'd like more information about how to help your patients use music, you can check out the Music Medicine Guide that I created just for you at musicmedicineguide.com. Lastly, if you enjoyed the pod and you haven't done it yet, would you just take a minute to rate and review it? It really only takes about 60 seconds, believe it or not, and it would go a long way to help us make more people know just how good this pod is, particularly for healthcare workers and their stress. Thanks again. See you next time.